David Benavidez is back in the gym and showing absolutely no signs of slowing down. Training alongside Jose Benavidez Jr., the undefeated Mexican star has thrown himself into another demanding training camp, displaying the hunger, intensity, and relentless work ethic that have made David Benavidez one of the most feared fighters in boxing. Every session reflects David Benavidez's determination to continue improving and prepare for the next major challenge of David Benavidez's career.
It's better than ever, every day that goes by. Crazy how fast he is. Not only that, he's all strong as fuck. Soon gonna have a rude awakening, that's for that.
David Benavidez explained that David Benavidez's greatest strengths are David Benavidez's relentless punch output and ability to seamlessly combine different attacks throughout a fight. According to David Benavidez, the constant pressure, variety of combinations, and aggressive style make David Benavidez an extremely difficult opponent to prepare for, especially for fighters who have already experienced David Benavidez's relentless pace inside the ring.
Prepared. I don't give no half-ass performance and I don't run from nobody.
Hey, yo, what up, what up? It's Charlie here for World Star. We're in Las Vegas right now. We're here for David Benavidez versus Zurdo. Make sure y'all tune in. It's live on Prime Video or DAZN. David Benavidez, you know he always goes crazy. It's about to be a war, man.
I'm very accurate, I throw a lot, and I mix it up very well. This is against a fighter I've hurt before in sparring, and that's in sparring. This is 10-ounce gloves.
Jose Benavidez Jr. insisted that fans will soon understand exactly why David Benavidez has earned the nickname the Mexican Monster. According to Jose Benavidez Jr., David Benavidez looks better than ever, both physically and mentally, with every training camp revealing an even stronger, more focused version of David Benavidez. Jose Benavidez Jr. added that David Benavidez's motivation and determination continue to grow with each passing day.
That was go time, David ready. Everyone's gonna see why they call him a monster. He's on a whole different level right now, mentally prepared, physically prepared, and he wants more than anything. So, moving up in weight.
David Benavidez made it clear that David Benavidez considers the ring to be David Benavidez's territory and warned that anyone who steps inside with David Benavidez must be prepared for a war. Fully embracing David Benavidez's Mexican monster identity, David Benavidez described David Benavidez's mentality as kill or be killed, explaining that David Benavidez has always viewed David Benavidez as a warrior and approaches every training session with that same fearless mindset.
This is a Mexican monster's territory. Nobody's safe when they step in that ring. Kill or be killed, for me, that's my mentality. I've always seen myself as a warrior. I prepare myself like a warrior, and when I get in the ring, I go in there and I try to kill. If I don't go out there and finish the job, they're gonna try to finish me.
David Benavidez's trainer revealed that it is easy to recognize when David Benavidez is completely locked in, explaining that David Benavidez consistently reaches another level once training camp begins. According to David Benavidez's trainer, David Benavidez constantly pushes beyond David Benavidez's limits, works relentlessly to improve every aspect of David Benavidez's game, and believes that all of the extra effort invested in training will ultimately be reflected in David Benavidez's performances inside the ring.
You can read from his eyes because I know for so long that he's ready, right? He push a little bit extra. Every camp he has something a little bit that he wants to push extra. And I feel it, I see it, and it's going to show that night of the fight.
Stephen A. Smith praised David Benavidez as a fighter who is always willing to engage in battle and fully embraces the Mexican monster identity. While Stephen A. Smith acknowledged that David Benavidez's aggressive style can sometimes create defensive risks, Stephen A. Smith also highlighted David Benavidez's toughness, speed, power, boxing skills, and heart, making it clear that Stephen A. Smith remains a major admirer of David Benavidez's talent.
Ready to fight at all times. He is the Mexican monster. Sometimes I'm wondering, is somebody going to hurt him because he's right there in front of them. He doesn't move. but he clearly shows he can take a punch and he can damn sure give one with either hand. He's got speed, he's got power, he's got boxing ability, he's got heart. And I don't know if there's a bigger fan of David Benavidez than me. I really I got a lot of love for his skills, and I want to see him on the big stage.
Meanwhile, attention has also shifted toward the other side of the potential matchup, as Jai Opetaia continues working hard in training camp. Jai Opetaia has remained focused on preparation, while speculation surrounding a possible fight with David Benavidez continues to grow throughout the boxing world.
Man, as long as we're fit and we have a game plan, we're going to put it out there and see what happens.
As the potential showdown generates more excitement, Jai Opetaia has remained confident in Jai Opetaia's own abilities. Jai Opetaia acknowledged that David Benavidez earned David Benavidez's undefeated record and possesses both fast hands and real punching power. But Jai Opetaia insisted that Jai Opetaia is fit, strong, fully prepared, and ready to handle whatever challenges a fight with David Benavidez might bring.
He's a fighter, you know, he's earned his record. He's got some quick hands, he's got a bit of power behind him. So, you know, I just got to get in there, fight smart. I'm fit, I'm strong, I'm ready. You know, wherever this fight goes, I'm going to have an answer for it.
Meanwhile, Tapu Opetaia offered a more skeptical assessment of David Benavidez's resume, although Tapu Opetaia acknowledged David Benavidez's talent. Tapu Opetaia questioned whether David Benavidez's previous opponents have truly prepared David Benavidez for an elite-level test. In Tapu Opetaia's view, a fight against Jai Opetaia would present a completely different challenge and reveal exactly where David Benavidez stands among boxing's very best fighters.
I think he boxes quite well, but you can't really sort of judge on who he's had in the past, and they haven't been too much. So Jai's a completely different beast. So what he can do to them is completely different from what he can do to Jai. So we'll see what happens.
Adding to that perspective, Max Kellerman viewed a potential fight between David Benavidez and Jai Opetaia as a major test of David Benavidez's future at cruiserweight. Max Kellerman pointed out that Jai Opetaia has already established Jai Opetaia as one of the division's top fighters, making a matchup with Jai Opetaia a far more meaningful measuring stick for David Benavidez than many of David Benavidez's previous challenges.
My lights, the way I figure things, has never actually been the champion of a division. Not his fault. Canelo never gave him a shot. So far, neither Bivol gave him a shot, nor Beterbiev, when he was a champ, gave him a shot. Opetaia is a champion who is sitting there going, I want to fight you, right? Look, the fact that no one's fought Benavidez, you understand. And I know he just beat Zurdo Ramirez and there were belts on the line. The actual champion of the division is different.
Tim Bradley predicted that David Benavidez would defeat Jai Opetaia in a potential showdown, believing David Benavidez's relentless pressure and non-stop work rate would eventually force Jai Opetaia into a physically demanding inside fight. According to Tim Bradley, David Benavidez's ability to overwhelm opponents with volume, pace, and constant aggression could become the deciding factor, especially if the fight extends into the later rounds.
David Benavidez beat Jai Opetaia. Hell yeah, he beat Opetaia. Oh, I'm a double down. He gonna beat Opetaia. I double down on that one. He gonna beat Opetaia. See, Opetaia got good feet. Yeah, he can box, but he can be drugged into a fight. And if you know anything about David Benavidez, just like he did with Ramirez, he's the one of those guys that's gonna test your heart. He gonna test what you have in here. And once he go to Jai's ass and he tests what he has in here, Jai gonna lose his shit. Jai ain't gonna be boxing and moving around. Jai gonna be looking to fight. Jai gonna get tired too. Yeah, because Jai, if you look at the history of Jai Opetaia, he get tired. Yes, he gets tired.
Offering Floyd Schofield Jr.'s perspective, Floyd Schofield Jr. described a potential fight between David Benavidez and Jai Opetaia as one of the biggest matchups available, and said it should happen before either fighter considers moving to another weight class. Floyd Schofield Jr. emphasized that both David Benavidez and Jai Opetaia bring dangerous skills into the ring, believing the winner would ultimately be determined by who performs better once the opening bell rings.
I think that would be a great fight. I think before he would go to heavyweight, I think that would be the fight that needs to be made. I think Jai has a good chance too of possibly winning. You know, like
really?
I said, yeah, I think it just comes down to who shows up that night.
Analyzing the stylistic matchup, Adedeo Oladipo highlighted Jai Opetaia's smooth movement, southpaw stance, and outstanding footwork as major strengths. While Adedeo Oladipo acknowledged David Benavidez's advantage in hand, speed, and offensive combinations, Adedeo Oladipo believed Jai Opetaia's ability to control distance, create angles, and move effectively around the ring could turn the contest into a highly competitive and tactical battle.
He's a killer. And unlike Zurdo, Opetaia has fast hands and fast feet. Opetaia's hand speed, it's not as fast as Benavidez, but it's respectable. His feet are better than Benavidez's. He's a southpaw. So don't start to, Benavidez runs through Opetaia. No. I'm not doing that. Not doing that. Does not run through him at all. That's a fight. And as for my guy Bivol,
offering a different opinion, Bruce Carrington gave David Benavidez the edge in a potential fight against Jai Opetaia. Although Bruce Carrington expressed respect for Jai Opetaia's skills and accomplishments, Bruce Carrington believes David Benavidez is the more complete, relentless, and dangerous fighter. Bruce Carrington praised David Benavidez's aggressive mentality, non-stop pressure, and fighting intensity, making it clear that Bruce Carrington strongly favors David Benavidez in the matchup.
I think that Benavidez is the superior fighter when it comes to Opetaia. Like, Opetaia, he's good. I like Opetaia, but Benavidez, he's badass, bro. Oh my gosh, like, he's mean. I really like Benavidez in that fight.
Andre Dirrell believed Jai Opetaia's ring intelligence, mobility, and tactical approach could create significant problems for David Benavidez over the course of a long fight. According to Andre Dirrell, Jai Opetaia's movement, positioning, and ability to change angles could disrupt David Benavidez's rhythm and force David Benavidez to take unnecessary risks while trying to close the distance. Andre Dirrell also pointed to Jai Opetaia's patience and unpredictability as important advantages, particularly if the contest develops into a strategic battle centered on timing, ring control, and boxing IQ.
If Jai can use his feet collectively, stay out the way. I've seen fights with him where he lasts a whole 12 rounds continually moving after getting dropped or hurt. You know what I'm saying? So he has the ability with his legs, right? If you can continually make David have to reach for you because he can't simply walk to you and get the shots off, then he's going to have a problem. Why? Because he's going to take chances, right? Now, Jai doesn't have the jab that I want him to have, and that's really going to set up the big shots because it blinds a lot of, you got to blind him with that jab. Keep that jab in his face, making it hard for him to see the shots coming after. And if you can keep that distance and cause him to have to take chances to land those shots, then David is going to have the problem. So Jai has the feet, he has the ability. He put the right game plan together.
Beyond the ongoing discussion surrounding Jai Opetaia, David Benavidez has also expressed interest in facing Dimitri Bivol, viewing the matchup as another opportunity to test David Benavidez's abilities against one of boxing's elite champions. A fight between David Benavidez and Dimitri Bivol would showcase an intriguing clash of styles, matching David Benavidez's relentless pressure and high-volume offense against Dimitri Bivol's technical precision, movement, and exceptional boxing IQ.
Bivol is really he's the only fight I really want, like that I truly want, because he has all the belts. You know what I mean? After I beat Bivol, I'm gonna have, right now I have 8 titles. You know, 3 of them were interim, 3 of them world championships at super middleweight, light heavyweight. Now I got 2 of them at cruiserweight. I really want those belts. You know, I want those accolades. So that's the only thing I want right now.
Recognizing David Benavidez's ambitions, Dimitri Bivol praised David Benavidez as a highly talented fighter with tremendous confidence and determination. Dimitri Bivol noted that David Benavidez's willingness to pursue the biggest names in boxing demonstrates David Benavidez's desire to compete against the very best and continue building David Benavidez's legacy by taking on the toughest challenges available.
As a fighter, he's a really great fighter, and what he's saying that he wants to fight me, and better be if it means that he's a great fighter. He's confident and he wanna achieve more and more. It's good, and what I could tell.
Expanding on David Benavidez's future plans, Jose Benavidez Sr. explained that Jose Benavidez Sr. and David Benavidez's team have been actively pursuing the biggest opportunities possible. Jose Benavidez Sr. revealed that they even explored the possibility of matching David Benavidez against a cruiserweight world champion to keep David Benavidez active while waiting for major fights to materialize. At the same time, Jose Benavidez Sr. encouraged Team Dimitri Bivol to move beyond ongoing discussions and finalize a deal, emphasizing that boxing's biggest fights only happen when both sides are fully committed.
So I'm there, you know. I'm trying to make these fights, you know. I even told David, well, these guys are not responding. Let's fight the cruiserweight, you know, the WBC cruiserweight, you know. That's not a fight that really interests me, you know. My respect to the guy, he's a champion. But then I'm just trying to make these fights, whoever, you know. We got to stay active. We got to keep going until, you know, they grow some balls and make this happen. If the father of Bivol is watching this, stop talking. You say you want to shut this guy up? Let's make it happen. Let's go, brother. Let's go. With all my respect, you know, he's a great trainer. Bivol's a great fighter. But let's stop talking. Let's make these fights happen.
Offering a different perspective, Tim Bradley believes Dimitri Bivol possesses the skills necessary to defeat David Benavidez. Tim Bradley highlighted Dimitri Bivol's movement, ring IQ, defensive awareness, and ability to make adjustments during a fight as key advantages that can neutralize David Benavidez's relentless pressure. Although Tim Bradley expects David Benavidez to have a moment of success and make the contest competitive, Tim Bradley believes Dimitri Bivol's tactical approach and ability to control the pace would ultimately give Dimitri Bivol the edge, making Dimitri Bivol one of the toughest opponents David Benavidez could possibly face.
Bivol, if he fights Bivol has the perfect style to beat him. Oh, I'm sorry to tell y'all, man. For real. Y'all come here for the real. Hey, I like me some David Benavidez. I do. Shit, I can't wait till we fight again. But Bivol is a recipe for disaster. Now, would it be a fight? Hell yeah. It'll be a fight. David Benavidez, he don't go nowhere easy. Hell no. But when you got good feet that matches with this, right? And you understand the sweet science, David, he got a high boxing IQ too. He does. He does. But he's stubborn, people. He's stubborn. All right? Bivol isn't stubborn. Bivol is a guy that can, you know what? I'll tell you what Bivol is. Bivol is one of those guys that he'll do the complete opposite of what you think he's gonna do.
Breaking down the potential matchup, Sergio Mora pointed out that Dimitri Bivol and David Benavidez are already familiar with one another through previous sparring sessions, meaning neither fighter would end the bout facing many surprises. Sergio Mora also suggested that a victory over Dimitri Bivol on such a major stage could elevate David Benavidez's career to an entirely new level. While acknowledging Dimitri Bivol's outstanding technical ability, footwork, and defensive skills, Sergio Mora believes David Benavidez's combination of speed, aggression, power, and relentless pressure could ultimately prove decisive, giving David Benavidez a slight advantage in the matchup.
So they know what to expect. That's one. Two, imagine him fighting in September in the same venue in Las Vegas with all the Mexicans watching again and beating a guy that beat down your superstar, a guy that beat Bivol. I'm talking about Bivol beat Canelo and you beating Bivol on that special date. That's how you take over the crown at 29 years old and become the next star for the next couple of years. Bivol's the way because he's not a big puncher. He's footwork, and you need to know how to close down that distance and footwork. Benavidez has that. Speed beats the timing of Bivol with that jab. The speed's going to intercept that. And then ultimately the power. The power's going to be on Benavidez's side. Bivol's never been a puncher. He's strong, but he's not a puncher. So everything's for Benavidez. I would see him being the major favorite here.
Offering another perspective, Bruce Carrington described Dimitri Bivol as a disciplined fighter who rarely abandons Dimitri Bivol's game plan, making Dimitri Bivol one of the most consistent boxers in the sport. According to Bruce Carrington, David Benavidez's best opportunity to win will be by disrupting Dmitry Bivol's rhythm through relentless pressure, non-stop combinations, and David Benavidez's trademark high punch output. The same strategy that has helped David Benavidez defeat elite opponents throughout David Benavidez's career. Even so, Bruce Carrington admitted that the matchup is extremely difficult to predict because both David Benavidez and Dmitry Bivol have continued to improve since their previous sparring experiences.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know because Bivol's so disciplined. From round 1 to 12, he's here back and forth with this. He is stubborn with that style, bro. So that it's all about him getting Bivol off of his game, which he has the capability of doing. He's broken down so many people. Yeah, I heard that too. You know, where is he at? He's confidently talking about it in his interview, saying how he got him in sparring. But he also lets it known that it was good work though. At the same time, and this time that's been since that happened, and both fighters has grown since then. But man, Bivol, bro, it's gonna be tough. That's a fight that I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know how it'll go down.
I do think he beats Beterbiev at Beterbiev's age.
Meanwhile, Stephen Edwards believes David Benavidez's youth, energy, and relentless aggression could create major problems for Dmitry Bivol over the course of a long fight. Stephen Edwards suggested that Dmitry Bivol's reliance on movement, footwork, and ring control could become increasingly difficult to maintain if David Benavidez successfully applies constant pressure, forces a fast pace, and prevents Dmitry Bivol from fighting comfortably from the outside.
I like David's youth in that fight. With Bivol's a tremendous fighter. I got a tremendous amount of respect for him, but it seems like that the way he moves and he doesn't fight on the inside, Benavidez can kind of force him to overmove and move more than what he would like to move and force him to kind of run out of gas. For as good as Bivol's conditioning is, he does take off rounds because he fights in a constant bounce all night. And I think that Beterbiev's pressure and Benavidez's pressure is different. Beterbiev is more calculated. He actually have good footwork and defense, but it's more subtle and calculated, where Benavidez is a little more frenetic. And I think that he will force a harder pace on Bivol than would.
Floyd Schofield spoke highly of David Benavidez's recent performances, suggesting that David Benavidez has reached an exceptional level and may even rank above some of boxing's biggest stars. At the same time, Floyd Schofield described a potential fight between David Benavidez and Dmitry Bivol as one of the hardest matchups to predict, calling it a true 50-50 contest because of Dmitry Bivol's outstanding technique, mobility, defensive skills, and complete all-around boxing ability.
Because I think Bivol had a pretty tough fight with Beterbiev, and I think David Benavidez... Yeah, I think David Benavidez is levels above Beterbiev, so I think it would be a much harder fight for Bivol. But then again, I mean, boxing is 50-50, so that's definitely a 50-50 fight. Because, I mean, Bivol has power, he can box, and he has foot movement, you know, that Soviet style. But, yeah, I mean, David is David, so that's just a fight we got to see.
That wraps up the latest opinions and predictions surrounding a potential showdown between David Benavidez and Dmitry Bivol, with respected analysts divided over whether David Benavidez's relentless pressure can overcome Dmitry Bivol's elite movement, ring IQ, and technical brilliance. One major question still remains. Who would come out on top if David Benavidez and Dmitry Bivol finally meet inside the ring? Let us know your prediction in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest boxing news, analysis, and fight updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.